Welcome back everyone to Engineering Unfiltered new video, Android beginners interview questions. Let's begin with the first question, that is what is recycler view. So a recycler view is used to display a long list of data. It cannot so the Android device cannot show a long list of data at the same time. You cannot load all the data in the memory at the same time. So we use the concept of recycling. We recycle views. How? So let's say in the screen right now, in the screenshot, you can see 5 items, 6 items. So and let's say we have 100 items we want to show on the screen. So instead of loading 100 items in the memory, what we will do, we will show 6 items, and once the user starts scrolling, we will remove the items from the memory which are not visible right now, but as soon as the user starts scrolling, we will show the new items on the screen. So that's how we not load the 100 items in the memory at the same time, but we recycle the views which are already created and insert the data in the new view, right? So to create a recycler view, we need three components, that is adapter, view holder, and layout manager. Adapter is used to contain the data and it binds the data with the recycler view. View holder is the view that you can see. Each list item is a view holder. It contains all the views which you want to show in that list item. It binds the data which adapter provides to the recycler view, right? So layout manager determines how the item should be laid out. Like the example you can see on screenshot is a linear layout manager. It means the items will be aligned linearly, right, vertically or horizontally. If you want to show a grid-based, column-based layout, so you should use grid-based layout manager. If you want to create some custom layout manager, then you can just simply implement the layout manager interface. So that will help. Here you can see the connection between adapter, recycler view, data, and view holder. So adapter is the main point here in the recycler view concept. It binds everything together, like the data, the view holder, and recycler view. It contains the data. It gives the data to the view holder, and all the data is also directly connected to the recycler view. So recycler view takes the data from the adapter. It gives the data to the view holder every time the view holder is initialized, and you can see the blue block data is the whole data that is provided to the adapter. The next question is splash screen. So what are splash screens? Whenever user opens an app, you see an introductory screen where you can see the logo and the brand name. So earlier, what you used to do, if you want to show a splash screen, you used to create an activity just for that. You used to fetch the data which is required for startup, and simply we used to show the splash screen. And after the data is fetched, we just move to the home or dashboard, let's say. But that is pretty cumbersome and redundant code which developers do. So Android released and splash screen API that we can use. So we just have to provide the implementation. How? We just give the logo, the brand name, and all that. That's it. It's done. So yeah, and yeah, that's done. Next question is, what is view group? So view group is a special type of view that can contain other views. So the main thing is view group is also a view, but it is a type of view which can contain other views inside it, right? So why should we use view group? View groups is used to organize and manage the layout of child views. So we can have child views, but how they are arranged in the parent, that the parent is corresponds to view group. How they are arranged in view group is defined by the type of view group we use. It provides the structure and order to the UI. So it means the structure of the child, how it should look in the view group, is also provided by the view group. For example, there are certain view groups, that is linear layout, relative layout, constraint, and etc. In linear layout, as the name suggests, the childrens are aligned vertically or horizontally. In relative, the childrens are aligned either so they are relative to each other. Let's say I have a button in the top start of the app. I can say another button should be on the right of the first button. So that's how we arrange the childrens in the view group. So next question is find view by ID. So this function in Android is most used, and the function and the use of this function is to find the view which corresponds to an ID. So whenever we create a view, we give it an ID if we want it in future. So this functions, what it does is, if we have a layout of multiple views, we just provide this function an ID, and it will return the corresponding view. If the ID doesn't exist or the view doesn't exist in the memory, it will just return null. So mostly this question is asked in interviews, like what is the implementation, how does it works inside the Android system, right? So internally it uses depth first search algorithm to find the views that matches the given ID. So you should know this. Let's go to the next question. Permissions. So permissions are a critical part of the security model. It gives users control and what features and the data of an app can access, right? So the permissions can be of multiple types that, as you can see on screen, internet, camera, install packages, and others, right? Which are normal, dangerous, signature, and special permissions. So permissions can be declared in the Android manifest or can be requested at the runtime. So uh, before Android 6, permissions were required to be accepted at once during installation, or users couldn't install the app. So yeah, that's also the main thing that you can tell in the interview. So yeah, stay tuned for more. I hope that was pretty helpful for you. Let's see you in the next video. Bye.